Peterbot and Cold just gave us one of the greatest Cash Cup performances of all time in a random duo Cash Cup finals in October. This was definitely one of the most dominant performances we have ever seen in Fortnite history. Epic Games cannot keep allowing these two to continue to queue up for tournaments together. This duo is not fair. We have a bunch to talk about in today's video though. Real quick before this video starts, please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we are trying to hit 75k by the end of October. We just recently hit 74k, so thank you guys all so much for that. Use code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. Without further ado though, let's get straight into today's video. All right, so we have to start off with obviously the person I've been talking about for so long now, of Cold and Peterbot, winning the duo Cash Cup finals, getting 507 points in 6 games, winning 3 of them. But the real crazy part is their average elims was 13.3 and their average placement was 2.1 in a Cash Cup finals lobby. I'm gonna go over their match history, then like really put into perspective how insane this is. They got a 12 elimination second, 10 elimination 6, 9 elimination second, 18 elimination win, 12 elimination win, then a 19 elimination win in their very last game to just run up the score even more. At that point, they were literally taking victory laps after like game 4. Their worst game was literally a 10 elimination 6. But if you look at second place of Bolts and Rapid on 315, you can see that Cold and Peterbot won by 192 points in a Cash Cup finals lobby. Literally 8th place only has 191 points, so they literally would have gotten 7th place just off of how many points they won by. I'm gonna try to show you guys like a screenshot of like 1 through like 10's average elims, and Cold and Peterbot literally averaged like 10 more eliminations than every single other person here, while having an average placement of 2.1 in a finals lobby. This definitely goes up there with some of the most dominant performances Peterbot has ever had, and this needs to be talked about. They got a total of 80 eliminations in a Cash Cup finals lobby, and I just have to assume that this is a world record. There is no way somebody else on like EU or NA got this. This was one of the craziest performances I have literally ever seen. There was still though some other people playing this tournament also, like I said earlier, of Rapid and Bolts getting 315 points in 6 games, being able to win one of them. They had an average elims of 3.8 and an average placement of 5.5. Pretty much every single duos tournament from here on out is going to be a 2-horse race between Peterbot and Cold and Bolts and Rapid. I did correctly predict that Peterbot and Cold would win this tournament. I just didn't think it would be by this much. 3rd place was Agers and Ritual. 4th was actually Reet and Epic Whale, with Reet being an IGL for this Cash Cup, which is actually pretty impressive to see. I think Reet really does want to start IGLing in trios, so he's trying to prove to people that he can be a controller IGL, and a 4th place is a very good start for that. Muzz and Kanata finished in 5th on 218 points. Malibuka and Panzer finished on 210. Byla and TK in 7th. Liam and Shadow in 8th. Dukes and Acorn in 9th, and then Dash and Bryce round out the top 10. Some other big teams is like the EU team of Queasy and Veno finishing in 11th place, getting 157 points in 6 games, also being able to win one of them. Yamzu and Batman Booga finished in 15th. I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering, how is Poyo doing with his brand new duo now that he is obviously not playing with Peterbot anymore? And this week he unfortunately finished in 17th place with Miro. Not the worst placement ever, getting 122 points in 6 games. If we look at their match history, it's a 4 elimination 17th, 2 elimination 30th, 4 elimination 10th, 1 elimination 14th, 0 elimination 19th, 0 elimination 20th. So like one of the great fraggers that we used to know, like playing with Peterbot, didn't really go too crazy with the eliminations today. Not 100% sure what exactly went wrong for them. A team that was really struggling basically all tournament though was Clix and Rise, finishing in 20th place, only getting 100 points in 6 games. They had an average elims of 1.3 and an average placement of 22nd. If we look at their match history, it is a 0 elimination 20th, 2 elimination 29th, 1 elimination 7th, 2 elimination 11th, 3 elimination 24th, and then a 0 elimination 42nd in their very last game. We really saw Clix like getting mad at the game. Like you could tell he was visibly frustrated at Fortnite. And one of the games they died because of like the fizz glitch. If you guys know, like you take fall damage when you have the fizz enabled. So a really unfortunate tournament all around for them. And I know a lot of you guys are also going to be wondering how Scented and Death actually did. They finished the tournament in 40th place, so shout out to them. Since this is a world record day, I want to do something I don't normally do and go over the exact stats that both Cold and Peterbot had in the finals. So let's start off with Cold's actual stats. He had 37 of their 80 elims. He had 12,478 damage and a damage ratio of 3.7, which in a finals lobby is literally almost unheard of. Going over to Peterbot, he had 43 of their 80 elims. He had 10,200 damage, so Cold did out damage him, but Peterbot was the one finishing the eliminations. And then he had a damage ratio of 2.6. Literally anything that's above like a 2.0 is considered like really good. So both of them almost going like a whole point over that is literally just insane stuff that should not be happening. Insanely dominant day from both of them though. Let's move on to EU now. Now EU on the other hand was completely dominated by a brand new duo of Vico and Wolvax, getting 336 points in 6 games, winning 2 of them. They had an average elims of 5.0 and an average placement of 6.3. They won this tournament by over 70 points compared to second place, which is just absolutely insane to look at. If we check out their match history, it was a 9 elimination win very first game, 6 elimination third, 0 elimination 19th, 3 elimination 10th, 7 elimination win, then a 5 elimination fourth in their very last game. A super consistent tournament from them all around the board. They only had 1 game outside of the top 10. Vico continues to show why he is one of the best players in the world. Obviously his original duo is Flixie. I'm not sure if he's going to play any of the future duo cash cups with him, but these guys honestly really surprised me today, so shout out to them. Second place was the team that I actually predicted to win this whole cash cup yesterday, of Swizzy and Vania, on 262 points, being able to win 2 of them. They had an average elims of 4 and an average placement of 13.6. Obviously this is like the duo that has been together for the longest in this tournament, so that is why I made my prediction for them to actually win, and they were very close to that. They got a 6 elimination third, a 0 elimination 36, 8 elimination win, 6 elimination win, 0 elimination 31st, and a 4 elimination 10th. Another pretty consistent tournament from them. They had 2 big games getting back-to-back wins, and then 2 games where they died in mid-game. Third place was Shark, 4th was Prism, 5th was Cherry, 6th was Pink and Neb, 7th was actually Rezon and Yanis, 8th was Seti and Cammy, 9th was Hellfire, and then rounding out the top 10 was Walks and Murstache. We had some other big name teams. Some of them performed not the best today at all, and some other ones just performed pretty mid, like Chicho and Teeny, the winners of the Opens, finished in 20th place on 110 points. We then had Chap and Flixie finish in 30th place on only 74 points. They were conned off spawn though. And then one of the teams that is pretty disappointing to look at is Tayson and Thomas HD in 45th place. I predicted them to like top 5 today. I thought they would do a lot better than they ended up doing. They did land at the raft though, and they said they were getting teamed on at the raft, and obviously like I can't like prove or disprove this theory, and he was saying that like he was getting teamed on by like Teeny or something like that off spawn at the raft. So I mean, definitely not the best tournament from them. Hopefully they can move past this though, and maybe we will potentially see them playing together in trios. I'm not 100% sure, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. All right, let's go over the EU damage leaderboard like we always do at the very end of the finals. In 10th place was Walks, 9th was Truly, 8th was Swizzy, 7th Murstache, 6th Jen, 5th was Foku, 4th was actually Pink, 3rd was Vania, 2nd was Sky, and then Vico in first by almost 600 damage. Vico and Veno have been the 2 people like dominating this leaderboard over the past couple of weeks. Obviously though, Veno was not able to qualify with Mr. Savage, so Vico just kept his place in first right there. Shout out to him. Before I conclude this video, I want to give you guys a little bit of an update on Trio Cash Cups, and they've actually been moved from tomorrow because of the Fortnite update. So round 1 is now on Saturday, and round 2 is going to be on Sunday. I would just go onto Fortnite Tracker and see what time it is actually at for you, because for me, round 1 of EU starts at 5 a.m., which is pretty crazy. I think that's going to be like 7 a.m. Eastern time. So if you wanted to play EU, that's going to be like 7 Eastern time for whatever time zone you are in. I just wanted to make sure you guys know that. Other than that though, that is pretty much all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, remember, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we are trying to hit 75,000 by the end of the month. We just hit 74,000, so thank you guys all so much for that. Use code KDog in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. YouTube says you'll enjoy one of these 2 videos up on the screen right now, so go check them out if you guys haven't already. Follow me on my Twitter at KDog to keep up to date with everything to do with Fortnite competitive. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.